Hey everybody, it is Kit here. Happy Tuesday and welcome back to the Brooks Legacy. We are back with Generation 3, Xialla, and our girl has a lot of fun coming up, which is super exciting. So yeah, let's get into it, and I hope you guys are having a good day, um, and have a good week. So yeah, let's dive in. The following weekend had the summer fun that Xialla only dreamed of. Bowling and karaoke with her friends, with parental chaperones, of course. Zai and Taylor were super excited. Neither had been bowling before, and Taylor has never seen San Myshuno. Sage met them there, as did Zai's older cousin Blaze. It was great to see Panda, but dang, he wasn't so skinny anymore, was he? Oh, and the bowling? Yeah, that was way harder than the movies made it look. And then, when you manage to stay upright, that dang ball was so heavy. Your fingers might get caught, or the ball goes haywire and totally not in the direction that you sent it. Ugh. Once Sila's arms were complete noodles, it was time to switch to some karaoke. Zai has never sung in her life, not even in the shower, so it was a bit of a scary experience. Thankfully, Sage did it with her, and all eyes were on the girl caterwauling in the kitty crop sweater. Eventually, the two managed to reach some form of harmony, but nobody said it was that good. Oh well, Zai had lots of fun anyway. And despite her parents coming with her, neither of them really embarrassed or interfered with Zai and her friends. Sage's mom couldn't make it, but Taylor's parents did, and everyone seemed to get along. For that, Zai was really grateful. All in all, Zai had a fantastic time. And after meeting Sage, more officially and in a not in his house manner, Andy begrudgingly agreed to allowing Zai to have a sleepover. Of course, he did a background check and all of that stuff, but Sage and her mom were cleared, and Zai was going to get to do her very first sleepover. Yay! But of course, as is her life, not everything was going super smoothly. Zai was experiencing more and more mood swings, some headaches, and she had a presentation today for her summer courses. Someone hit her with spitwads when she wasn't looking. Taylor tried defending her, but got detention instead, and the entire thing was just a complete awful fiasco. The much anticipated sleepover was finally here, though, after a boring and awful week. Sage was pretty nervous, but Zai was super excited. Sage and her mom lived in a small, worn down, but clean apartment, and Zai has never seen an apartment before, or been to a sleepover, so that's two new experiences. The girls sat down to knock out their homework first before having fun, though. At least Zai was knocking it out. Sage was struggling with her remedial geometry. What the heck is a Pythagora theory? Sage grumbled, clearly struggling with her work after erasing for the 10th time. Zai was almost done with her English homework. Pythagorean theorem? I can help you with that, if you want. Zai offered quietly, trying not to intrude too much. Sage got her back up easily, especially when offered to help with her homework. No, I got it. But 5 minutes later, after Zai was done with her extra credit and trying to come up with other homework as she could do so she didn't make Sage feel bad or quit, Sage sighed heavily in defeat. Could you help me figure this out? It's so hard. I don't know how you do it. Sage sounded like she was about to cry or yell. Most likely yell. Zai thought about her answer. Some things come easier for me, like math. But stuff like history, English, art, social studies, Not so much. Oscar had to help me a lot when I was younger, but I think I can help you now with geometry. It took 2 hours, but Sage was able to complete her homework and understood what the Pythagorean theorem was about, as well as several other topics. The girls then got comfy and baked some sugar cookies from a box, chit-chatting and gossiping about all sorts of stuff. Did you hear that Ross from Pranksters got arrested? What? No! He was my favorite from that show. How did it happen? He stink bombed a cop car. What? No way! But around midnight, their snack and gossip sesh was interrupted by loud banging and noises coming through the apartment walls. It was another new experience for Zai, and it made Sage's blood boil. Oh my god, not again! Zai hung back, watching the loud neighbor come out to an angry Sage. Oh, not you again, you weird green-haired freak. Me? I'm the freak? You are the one banging on every single surface cosplaying as a dumb colonial Squidward. Vampire, you dumb plum, and it's my apartment, I'll do what I want. You keep your woohoo crap to the bedroom and do it quietly, or you will find the landlord learning about your secret pill stash. Don't think I don't know what you're cooking over there. Keep it down. Zai held her questions in until the two got situated in Sage's room. So, what was that about? Banging on surfaces? Pill stash? I'm confused. Sage rolled her eyes. Banging? Woohoo? Come on. Zai just shrugged, still confused, and waiting for an explanation. Please tell me you know how babies are made. Tacos and sausages? When a man and a woman love each other very, very much? Sage could not be more sarcastic. No? Oh, by the watcher, you are sheltered AF. Oh, okay. Well, we'll get into that in a minute. Pill stash. Dumb colonial Squidward makes and sells drugs. Landlord doesn't know about it. I found out a month ago, so I blackmail her sometimes. Oh, like the bad drugs on the TV shows? Like the cop ones? Ditto. As I digested this information, feeling really awkward, Sage was right. She was very sheltered. Her dad would never let her live in a place like this. So why was Sage here? So, if your neighbor is doing all of that, why do you and your mom stay here? When does she get back from her job anyway? Mom takes the night shift at a bar across the city, so she's usually back in the morning. I rarely see her. Honestly, it's better that way. We don't exactly get along. And we stay here because we don't bleed money and it's cheap. We can barely afford the rent. It's why I skip school sometimes. I'm working. I like affording electricity over learning about dumb history. History doesn't cover the bills. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry for bringing that up. As I felt really bad and honestly a bit, okay, a lot, privileged. Sage shrugged. It's fine. I figured you knew. Didn't realize you didn't. Most people do, especially once they come over. But we have something else we gotta educate you on, I guess. Not sure why your folks haven't told you about the birds and the bees, but let's talk about that now. Sage was laughing, but I didn't see why. At least not yet. I don't exactly get along with my parents right now either, but birds and the bees? What should have been quite the awkward conversation was actually rather intriguing for Zai. The analytical part of her brain took over, and in her head she was envisioning all the scenarios and positions and bodily anatomy, maybe Zai could do some careful internet searching later to get a better grasp on the subject. It was rather curious, too, because Zai still remembered every moment of her life, and in particular, her birth. Zai came from her father, not her mother. She'd been taken out of his stomach by a purple looking woman in a funny suit, placed in an incubator in a bright white room, monitored, and had all sorts of tests done, along with several vials of blood, bodily fluid, and DNA. Zai had never really thought about it before, but that wasn't really normal, like how Sage or Taylor was born, was it? But she'd think on all of it later. She was having a sleepover right now, like a normal teen girl. And teen girls made handmade gifts for their friends, right? Hey, thanks for inviting me over. I made you something. Sage looked dubiously in the box, then got really excited. A green bear hat? To match your hair. Sorry, I couldn't find the exact right shade. Dude, this is sick. I didn't know you knit. It's something they started teaching us this week in Scouts. It's pretty fun, actually. Eventually, around 4 a.m., the girls got super tired and went to bed after gossiping some more and playing several rounds of Party Frenzy. Turns out, Sage was a streamer gamer and was really good. Zai didn't want to go to bed because that meant she had to go home in the morning, and this had been so much fun to be normal and get to gossip and bake cookies and stay up gaming with her friend. But maybe Zai would get to do it again soon. For now, this was enough. And that is a good spot to stop for today. Zai had her first sleepover. Yay! So happy for her. Yeah, so, it is about the end of the, um, oh gosh, it's about the end of the summer, but I think we've got about one more, one more part with, her, so yeah, that'll be good, I think. And yeah, so she's getting to do some summer stuff now. Andy is finally letting off the leash just a little bit. Okay, really kind of a lot. Some people might consider this normal, but for Andy, ooh, it's hard. It is a lot. I mean, honestly, it's not like the boys have done anything like this. They didn't really have friends. None of really actually. Oscar didn't really have many friends at all. Uh, Kaysen only had Lucia come by once or twice. Marin and Blaze also did not have friends. Blaze kind of was invisible. Marin obviously was bullied. Oscar was on the sports teams and stuff, but they were like sports friends, And like Kaysen, well, we know who his friends were in the bathroom at school, but like friends, and go and do the friend things and go hang out. Yet, no, none of them have ever had that. And Andy didn't really have any of that either. So it's like looking, thinking about it, I don't think this is a specifically just a Zai issue. If Kaysen or Oscar wanted to do something like this, I feel like Andy would be a little bit more willing because, they're not aliens. They're not special, but he would still be very protective because that's just him. And you never know with people these days. You really don't know. Like, yeah, he did the background check and everything else, and just enough to figure out, okay, it would be okay for one day. Um, did he go so far as to figuring out the neighbor? Elisa just told him not to. He kind of wanted to. He really kind of did, but he's trying. If he'd have figured that out, this would have been a no-go. So, maybe it's a good thing he didn't, because it's not like the neighbor's going to do anything stupid. I mean, they're just teenagers. Just let them do teenager things. But anyways, so yay! Zai's getting to have a bit of a summer, which is great. So yeah, we will have one more part of her summer in the coming weeks, and tomorrow we're gonna have Hope, and then I'm thinking next week we're gonna go back to the Clover Legacy and also the Fractured Wanderer, in addition with our Dragon's Chaos continuation. So yeah, I kind of look at the Brooks. I think after that it'll be Marin and Blaze. I think that seems like a good idea to me. And then maybe after that it'll be Xialla and maybe Hope. I think I've got a little bit more with Hope as well. But yeah, summer is wrapping up for the Brooks, but we still have some to look at and explore. So yeah. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, as I certainly did. And yeah, we'll be with Hope tomorrow, so that should be fun. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day and a great week. And don't forget, where the water's slow, legacies grow. Bye!